Well, it finally feels like spring is actually here, and I'm about to talk to you about summer, because in actuality on the calendar, it's right around the corner. So, if you want to hear some of my favorite cheapies for 2019 summer, stay right there.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
So welcome back, NYC Fragrance family. I'm excited to finally get some kind of a review video out. It's been a while. Been busy with a lot of things, and summer's right around the corner. So I figure I'm going to kick it off with my cheapie favorites. These are going to be in no particular order. I actually don't even have 10. I believe right now I got 8. So these are fragrances, they're cheapies, they're stuff that I think, they're accessible, they're versatile, and they're just good fun for the summer, nice and cheap. So let me start off with the first one, which I recently went over these fragrances in a video, and they are from the Ferrari line. And for the summer, I'm going with Noble Fig. Noble Fig, perfect fig fragrance, great for the summer, cheap, versatile, good for work, good for daytime, something you can just go out, get nice and cheap, and rock without giving it a second thought. Reapply if you need to, and it's pleasing fig scent if you're into fig scents like I am. Next one I have for you is another cheapie I discovered, and actually if you don't own one from this house, it's a good way to get into this house because it's a cheap way to get into this house. And it comes from the house of Guerlain, and it's Guerlain Ideal Cologne. There we go. See that bottle? The white cap. This is their freshy version in the Ideal line. Some of the other Ideal have a stronger almond note. Some have a cherry note. This one is just that fresh cologne vibe, that fresh summer citrusy thing going on. If you like things like Eau Cologne by Dior Homme, this is kind of in that same vein. So it makes for, again, another good cheapie, and if you don't own a Guerlain, it's a good way to get into Guerlain. The next one is a staple, probably legendary, been in collections for years. People have owned it, and if they haven't owned it, they need to own it. It's a cheapie nowadays. It's one of those fragrances that just works, very versatile, very fresh, very green, very with good aquatics, and I'm talking about Davidoff's Cool Water. Now you guys, if you really know fragrances, know Cool Water and have heard of Cool Water. The thing with this fragrance is you're getting yourself a real good fresh fragrance that you could use day and night. Great for work, dumb reach, just go for it. And there's nothing wrong with owning a bottle of Cool Water. The next one is probably the soapiest fragrance. Another great cheapie. A lot of people just call it the fresh clean bar of soap, the out of shower fresh feeling when you spray it on, and that is Mugler's Cologne. Now this one, like I just said, simple, very simple, a simple clean feeling of coming out of the shower, that clean fresh bar of soap. Definitely a great work scent, without a doubt. Probably best suited for the daytime. At night, it may not project as much. You may not have what you want for a nighttime scent or a date night scent, but perfect for the daytime, perfect for work. Definitely, if anyone has to own a Mugler, or loves Muglers, should have this one in their collection, without a doubt. So the next one for me, the name would suggest fall, maybe winter, but for me, after smelling it, again, another soapy vibe, clean, and this company is known for making soapy clean fragrances, and that is Prada Amber. This one, again, just similar to the Mugler Cologne I just talked about, has a very clean, soapy feel to it, but with that little subtle twist of some kind of herbaceousness to it, which gives it a little bit of a difference from the Mugler, which is like straight clean soap. This has a little bit more, a little bit something extra in it. But still, another fresh, great office fragrance, great daytime fragrance. Probably even get away with nighttime with this one too, because of that extra note that it gives you. If you just want to smell clean, fresh out of the shower, it's another great one. So, I've been talking cheapies. Okay, what's a cheapie nowadays? Well, for me, I want to consider a cheapie under $50. I know we usually talk about under $30, but price points on fragrances have gone through the roof, right? So this fragrance is actually a clone of something, but it's a clone of something that's no longer in rotation or has been vaulted. So for me, this is a clone that I would want to have because I can't get the original fragrance. Or if I do want the original fragrance, I'm going to be paying a skyrocketed eBay price, which I don't feel like doing. So this one is Duo Fragrances Vert Instinct. Now Vert Instinct is a replication or inspiration from Creed's Green Valley, which is now a vaulted fragrance. Now a lot of people will talk about Green Valley and say that this is what they wanted Green Irish Tweed to smell like. It's even more green, more mossy than Green Irish Tweed would be. But Green Irish Tweed has that freshness and aquaticness thing going on too, a little bit, kind of like the way Cool Water does it. Whereas this, where Green Valley is more of a deeper green fragrance. So if you have never smelled Green Valley and you want to get something very similar or close to it, Duo Fragrances Vert Instincts for you. And remember, Duo always has their discount going, so you can get this at a relatively cheap price. And it's definitely worth the money. The next one had been out of rotation for a little while. It had been missing in stores. But I've recently seen that it's back in the stores again. This one is by Kindred Goods, and it's called Sea Salt and Fig. Most people know it as Old Navy, and that's the store which would carry Sea Salt and Fig. This thing, these little bottles, they're coming in at like $12. You can't go wrong with this. I mean, you want to talk about a fig fragrance? This thing is a workhorse for a cheap fig fragrance. It really does what it says it is. It's straight up sea salt and fig. And for the price you're paying for this, it's a great cheapie to have. I mean, they had it in different forms. I mean, they even sell it in their body creams. They sell it in like a roll-on form. It's really good. I mean, for this price, you can't really go wrong with it. So again, another fig fragrance. I know I'm repeating myself, but these two fragrances for me are very good cheap ones and very good fig fragrances, especially at the fact that they are cheap. So the last one I have for you today is near and dear to my heart. Why? Because it was, if people know me, my first fragrance. And I still have one in my rotation. It's not the original label. It's probably not the original concentration, but it still smells the same to me. And that is Pino Silvestre Eau de Toilette. Now this one with the pine cone looking bottle, the freshness that it gives. I mean, as a teenager when I first was wearing fragrances, this was the one I wore. This is the one that everybody knew me by. I wore it day and night. And you know what? This, for me, I would rock at nighttime, even now, during the summer, because I just remember those summer nights where it wasn't 90 degrees, 100 degrees, where it was still relatively, maybe in the high 80s. There might have been a slight cool breeze, and I was wearing this fragrance and smelling the sillage coming off of me. It just brings back a lot of happy memories. It brings back a lot of memories. And that's the reason why I'll be rocking that one summer 2019. So NYC Fragrance family, thank you for watching another one of my videos. Thank you for the subscribers. Thank you for the first time viewers. Please like, comment, subscribe below. What are some of your favorite cheap fragrances? What are you going to be wearing this summer? I like to hear it all in the comments. So remember, if you smell good, you feel good. Have a nice day.